Hey everyone, Mr. Overon here with Mr. Overon's Tarot Reading Services, and today I'm going to be talking about a crystal generator. Now, you can find these pretty much anywhere nowadays. I got this one off of Amazon. It's a quartz crystal generator, and what these little devices do is they help harness energy and direct it into new items. You can use this also in meditations. I've seen people lay down and like place this over their third eye while they're meditating. Left a little tingle. To draw in that energy for themselves. You can use this as the center starter of a crystal grid. If you go back a couple of videos ago, you'll see that I did a video on crystal grid, and I'll try to leave a link up here somewhere. But yeah, these things are really amazing, and so today I'm going to show you how to use a crystal grid to recharge a crystal that may just have lost its luster. So let's switch angles here and get started. Okay, so I have my crystal charger set up, and what you're going to do is you're just going to take and build a crystal grid around it. Now, I'm just using some quartz crystals that have become a little discharged and are in need of recharging. And there's no right way or wrong way to set up a crystal grid. It just pretty much goes based on how you need it and want it. I like to follow my instinct when it comes to this and let it dictate and tell me who, what, when, where, and how it gets set up. And I know that there's going to be some people on here that are going to be all like, well, you don't use your pyramid points for this type of work. But like I said, this is what I do, this is how I do it, and it's always worked out well for me. So here we go. We have our basic setup. And this is just one of the ways that I do things. And so now with this, if you have the ability to sense energy at all, there's like a warm sphere of energy coming off of this right here. And when and if you do this on your own, you'll feel this too. But what is happening is energy is being filtered down into the point here and then being broadcast out to these points, and then you have this swirling energy that's coming around like that, so it's drawing all that energy down. Now you could say an incantation during this time period, or you could like just sit with this for a little while, keeping your hands hovering over it and just like meditating for a little bit, or whatever it is that you feel best for you. If you don't want to go through the whole ritual of putting together a crystal grid, you could take just an individual crystal by itself and either touch it to or just hover it above and go in like counterclockwise motion, because that's drawing the energy in. If you go clockwise motions, it's going to push the energy out. So we want to go counterclockwise. So counterclockwise to draw energy in. And you just, this is an advanced energy manipulation, or kind of advanced, but you just focus on bringing that good energy into all of your crystals, having them cleanse themselves and recharge and repower. And a sample of using an incantation. This is just something that I came up with off the top of my head, but hear me, great goddess, Gaia, Mother Earth, recharge these crystals with your power. Remove their negative energies that they have absorbed and re-imbue them with your positive light. It's amazing how much power that's giving off. But you don't really have to say anything. You could leave it like this. You could even leave it, you could put a configuration together like during a full moon also, to pull in that full moon energy off of the crystals, and just have your crystals completely fully charged. You don't really have to do this with selenite, because selenite is a recharging crystal all on its own, and it just removes energy without having to be told to remove energy. So like with these crystals, you gotta kind of quote unquote program them. But like, here's a big piece of selenite that I keep on my desk. It's a candle holder, a dirty candle holder, but candle holder nonetheless. And it constantly just recharges all of the energy on my desk and my little desk altar that I have set up. So if you don't have yourself a crystal charger, you could use a piece of selenite to work in the same way. But this is just a very basic, quick setup to try to repower all these crystals all at once. And these crystals already have a lot of energy in them, as you already know that crystals, especially quartz crystals, store energy naturally. But these crystals were given to me by a light worker who used them to help heal her husband's cancer and then passed them on to me. So they have a lot of real, like, good, loving energy in them, and because they were given to me as a gift, they have even more energy associated with that. And there you go. And there you go. There's your crystal grid, how to charge it. I mean, there's really nothing specific or like elaborate about it. You just put it together however you feel the best connection or grid is, and call it good. Again, you don't need a charger. This is not necessarily needed. You can do the same thing with like a dedicated crystal, but this just helps kind of like redirect that energy, like the spoke of a wheel is how I like to think about it. And that with having these crystals circling it like that, that it just keeps that energy flowing and in motion. um but to be honest, I rarely use this unless I really need to do like some serious meditation, or I need just that little oomph of power, or if I want to use it like a crock pot, set it and forget it. I'll put together a crystal grid, I'll set it, I'll forget it, and I'll come back a couple hours later and like everything is just massive mega charged. So, if you've used one of these in the past, let me know. I would love to hear how you've used it, and let's share some tips and tricks. So, if you have any other questions or comments or concerns, put them in the comment section down below. If you'd like to reach out to me, you can do so. You can send me an email to mroveron@gmail.com, or you can head on over to the website www.mroveron.com for tarot readings, spell casting, spiritual advisory, and the likes. So until next time, bye, witches.